My name's Matt Mowry, and I specialize in helping creators make $10,000 to $30,000 every single month. And in this video, I want to show you exactly how I do that. So I've created a system which maps out my creators' journey, everything that they have to go through from when they first find out about us until they start making some serious cash. And I've put that into a throughput model to show you guys every step of the way, every single thing that they have to go through. And it starts off with this barrel. So using this strange metaphor, this barrel represents the market in your industry. Mine would be creators, for example. And inside this barrel, there would be water, which represents the attention of the market. And basically, your job as a business owner is to build a pipeline, because this water is obviously not going to be safe to drink. It has a lot of problems in it. And this pipeline is a way to purify the water so that you have a water that doesn't have any problems anymore. And that'll be your job, right? And basically, what you need to do to be able to extract this attention, this water from the barrel, is a faucet or a tap. And this represents a form of acquisition, and there's only really three, which is ads, inbound, and outbound. Inbound would be like content creation. The more content you're doing, the more you're turning the tap. And outbound, which I'm going to show you in this video, a form of that would be outreach. The more outreaches you're doing, the more you're turning the tap. So, of course, if you're outreaching to 500,000 people, then you're turning the tap much, much more, and much more water is going to flow out, much more attention is going to flow out, rather than if you're only doing 100. And the hook actually stays for like all three forms. If you're not hooking the attention, then they're not going to go through to your next pipe, basically. And so that means every single time you do an outreach, every single time you do a piece of content, you need to hook that attention for them to actually flow through and check out the next pipe, basically. And the way that we hook our target audience or our attention would be to send them a personalized message to just figure out even if they have a problem in the first place. Because if you're reaching out to basically this water, this attention, and the water is already clean and it doesn't need to go through the pipeline to remove the problems because it's already clean, what's the point of that? Then you're just basically trying to solve somebody's problems that doesn't have any problems, which doesn't make any sense in the first place. So yeah, we just tell them a little bit about us and if they're interested in the help in the first place. And if they are, then they're going to check out our personal brand. They're going to see, okay, who is this person that, just caught my attention, essentially. And if that resonates, then we're going to basically send them the VSL. Now, a lot of times, of course, they're going to forget about you, or they're maybe not going to be super interested at first glance. So we just send a small follow-up chain to say, hey, did you see this video? Do we have permission to send you this VSL? VSL is a video sales letter, and it just basically does our job for us. It's a video which contains our offer, which is 300 subs every single month, or we'll give you your money back and we'll give you $500 on top of that for wasting your time. And then also all our results, because it's a guarantee, obviously. So we want to show her that we've done it before several times and that it works. So then she would schedule a call with us. So she would fill out a form and schedule a call, a Calendly call. But if she doesn't, then we would send a follow-up chain, retarget and rehook the creator so that she does eventually schedule the call. If she immediately schedules the call, then great. Then we call to confirm schedule and we email to confirm schedule. We do some email nurturing where we have some videos that provide some free value to get her excited to show up for the call. The closer, sales rep, or talent manager, whatever you want to call it, introduces themselves, and we send calendar reminders through email and text. That's automatically set up, of course. And then she shows up for the call. We walk them through the agenda of the appointment. We qualify them. We do some discovery and make sure that we're fit. We pitch them the offer, of course. We answer some questions. We pitch the price. We handle objections. We negotiate a payment term. We usually do weekly, bi-weekly transfers, but we just talk about it. We do some financing and payment. Now, we're a service that obviously doesn't offer or request for an upfront fee. It's just a $1 payment, just so proof that they can actually pay us so that we don't run into troubles down the line. Then we send them the contract and they sign it. We start the onboarding phase. So this is actually where it gets interesting, right? So there's 7 things included in our onboarding: Google Chat space, an information form and a chatting form, a Google Drive with a video to navigate your way through the Google Drive. We schedule a strategy session, assign assistant creative director, and assign a shared chat team. And if you are making a certain amount of money already, then we'll also give a creative director, an expert creative director, to help you. Then we grant you access. So this is where the fun really begins now, because if you study psychology and a little bit of funnel hacking, these first 2 colors, which is the appointment booking and sales process, is quite easy to get. You can do it in under a year. But if you really want to make millions, a great product is needed. And I really love making a great product. So let's go through this. So we grant them access, and the first thing that they see is an intro video, and that basically does all the work for us already. We start auditing her social media accounts and other accounts, and while she's doing the intro video, she's going to be doing the initial verticals test phase. It explains that, and then the 2 scripting sets that we need in the first week. And then we're going to strategy session. We're going to have the strategy session launch, which is a call with her that basically talks about what we found in the account audits and how we're going to optimize her accounts, how she found making her first pieces of product with us, etc. And that's going to basically lay down the strategy of how the next 6 weeks are going to go. It's also super important to start setting her expectations. She just got like really hyped on this new opportunity. She just started making her first pieces of products, and now everybody's expecting obviously instant results. So we need to reset her expectations to just tell her how this is actually going to go. So the initial verticals test phase, basically content pillars or content verticals or content topics, whatever you want to call them. We have a bunch of verticals laid out already, and we just have some ideas in each vertical. And this is just basically to speed up time. We want to see if she is really shy, then podcast vertical is probably not going to be a good fit for her. So yeah, we just want to find out what she's good at, what she's bad at, and what she actually wants to do to speed up time and find her content verticals. Then we start optimizing her accounts and give her the creator blueprint. This would have all her designated verticals inside. It has everything that you need to know on social media, how to do what we expect from you, what we need from you, and how to get it done, etc. Everything is in this blueprint, and it goes with every single creator that we keep on file, and it's all custom tailored and everything. So then through the account auditing, we would go back and find videos that did well in the past, if the creator has any, and we would either re-upload the content, re-edit the content, or ask her to redo it in a specific way or literally exactly the same way. And so then we have some extra content for the first week at least. And then we start setting up the Meta Business Suites, because we as an agency schedule all the content for the creator. And Meta Business Suite is just so awesome. Anyway, so then we start scheduling the content, and then she starts doing the 6-week roadmap, which is explained in the creator blueprint. This basically is this would take around a week or so. Yeah, this is the first week, and this would be the next week, right? So all in all, this would be like the first 15 days, the first 2 weeks. And yeah, this is when the 6-week roadmap begins. And we then track her performance and just check how she did in the first 15 days, if she actually did what we asked her to do and how it went, etc. Because then we'll place her in either our team 1, team 2, or team 3. Because in the beginning, up until now, the first 15 days or 30 days, depending on what happened, she would start off in team number 2, where she has a lot of support from us and a lot of our resources and infrastructure. But if we see that she's starting to slack, and we don't really ask for much at all, but if we see that she's constantly responding late to our messages, constantly handing in things late, constantly underperforming or doing less tasks than we ask her to do, then we'll put her in the team number 3, and she won't have as much of our investment in her. But she could also go into team number 1, where if she is, we can see that she's actually about to make $20,000 or something, then she'll go to team 1, and we'll put a lot more investment into her. Then the most important part of this entire pipeline, I would assume, would be time, because everybody doesn't really think about the time, because most of our success stories actually only start after the first 5-6 months, where they start to make really, really big numbers. Because after you've been handed all this information, you can't expect immediately to make shit happen. There's a latency in business thinking, what it's called, of when you get handed new information and when you see the results of that information taking place, essentially. So you start getting your first results after a little bit of time, and we'll check through the data, we'll do data analysis, and then we'll either upgrade you, downgrade you, or you'll stay in the same, depending on how big the results or how low the results are. But if we do upgrade you, then we would obviously have an interview with you, because you're a star client, and then we'd get you more results, because clearly you are listening to us, and we're doing our part, you're doing your part, and it's just wonderful, right? And our goal is for the guarantee not to be triggered, because again, we're going to guarantee you 300 subs every single month, or you get your money back, and we'll go into the red because we'll give you $500 for wasting your time. And yeah, obviously our goal is for the guarantee not to be triggered. We're not asking you to do a lot of the things. We're not asking you to do 30 TikToks a day like other agencies. So we have to make sure that our strategy is actually working and that you're actually getting results. And if we're doing our job right, then you're getting results and the guarantee is not going to be triggered. So we're going to do our best for the guarantee not to be triggered, obviously, so that we all end up with profit. Because again, yeah, if we get you results, then you in turn get us results and the guarantee is not triggered and we're all happy. So yeah, wonderful, wonderful, wonderful. Basically, we can just repeat this process as many times as we want, as long as we keep putting in the work, both of our sides, and yeah, we can keep making money.